John Aldridge back with us on the Irish Independent for this week's verdict. And some game at Anfield, Real Madrid were beaten by Liverpool, who are back on a roll. Aldo, what were your thoughts on the Real Madrid win?
Yeah, it was a great game, you know. You're sick of seeing teams coming and trying to do the same old job on Liverpool, as to say, you know, try and bully them, long balls. And Madrid don't do it. They play football. And it was a proper game of football. And to be fair, Villa was a good game. You know, they play football in the manner which, you know, most teams at the top try to play. And we deservedly won that, got some confidence from it, and moved it into Madrid. And he went to his tried and trusted formula in many ways. Where we've been caught out this season is defensively, obviously, and we've gone back. He's gone back to basics. You know, the three midfielders defended really well. Even Vert, the front, defended. Liverpool tucked in. When you got the ball, Liverpool got 11 men behind the ball. Very similar to what teams do against us at Anfield places. And defended for each other and covered each other. And that's what they didn't do for a month. You know, let our guard down. Lost confidence. You know, quite a few players, McAllister and Salah, who's so important to us, have been very poor. But the last couple of games, Mo's come back. And last night, McAllister was back to his very best against Villa. He was good. And we need them. You need everyone when you're in moments like this. And they all put together. I have to give a mention to Conor Bradley. Oh, what a game. He was sensational last night. Why didn't he just play for the Republic? Oh, it's another one that kills me. Oh, I used to support him. Yeah, but the lad done brilliantly.
How do you explain that month? I mean, to someone who's not in football, it seems inexplicable that they went and just fell off the rails, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it wasn't for the month, the results for a month, but the first 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever it be, we got away with it. You know, Bournemouth at home were 2-0 up to get back to 2-2. And then we scored 2 late goals and at Anfield into the cup. Newcastle, 2-0 up, 10 men against. They put it back to 2-2. And we scrambled a last minute winner, barely away. Scrambled and got a penalty last minute. So it wasn't good signs early on. But I thought when you're winning and you're playing bad, normally that's a good sign. But then obviously things went against us and we started losing these games. And they lost total belief. The defending was rank, absolute chronic. And I'm thinking he may have to change the way we're playing here, formula wise, system wise, because if you're going to fit Verts in, and Isaac, which paid best part of 250 million for, how's he going to do it? How's he going to implicate it? I think last night solved a bit of a problem because Verts on the left wing was very, very good. So he was strong there. We got Cody Gakpo, got the young lad Rio. On the right wing, now that is where we could do with Verts really, or Ekitike being able to play there to cover Mo Salah. So and then Isaac fits in when he's match fit and fit. But look, it went back to the tried and trusted formula. Defended a little bit deeper than what we have done last year when we won the league and got men behind the ball against a very good Madrid team who's been phenomenal this year. And only for their goalie, he's been 4 or 5. Their goalie was man of the match, 10 out of 10.
I mean,
It was amazing.
It was Slot's first big test, we said a couple of weeks back, and he's kind of responded, hasn't he? He's done what he needed to do.
Well, I thought Villa was his test because to go out the Carabao Cup at a whimper and putting the reserve team out, it riled a lot of Liverpool fans, whether it was good or bad. I didn't think it was good. So if we would have lost the Villa game or drew, there would have been complications, I'm sure, from the fans. But the fact that we got ourselves back on track against Villa, and we're still miles away in the league, we know that. But then kicked on and beat Real Madrid was a really good response. And the manager might say now, all right, we're out the Carabao Cup, which I'd rather still be in. But it did what he wanted to do.
Did you see Van Dijk last night talking to Rooney on the touchline? It was quite entertaining, wasn't it? He was having a bit of a
No,
pop.
I didn't watch it. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
So basically, Rooney had said that I think that Van Dijk had signed his new contract and that basically him and Mo weren't trying hard enough anymore. But Van Dijk was actually stood next to Rooney then. So you got to be careful in the media these days. You could get caught out, couldn't you?
Did they come up in
Oh,
conversation?
it did. Yeah, yeah. Van
Yeah,
Dijk. Van Dijk kind of said he wasn't very happy about it. So, but I mean, he's been a massive leader. He almost looked like a manager when he was talking on the telly last night.
yeah, yeah. He's got that stature, hasn't he? Got that prowess, He's yeah. When he talks, people listen. A little bit like Jack Charlton. He's a big man. He's been a terrific player. I think he's the type that could be quite a good manager, to be fair, to go on. But we'll wait and see if that's in his forte. But yeah, you wouldn't like, what I think what Wayne's said. You're looking because when Mo signed his contract, and it happens with some players, and Wayne's seen that, and I've seen that both as a manager and a player. They sometimes take the foot off the gas and think, "Whoa, wow, I've got so many years, I've got so much more," and it takes the fire out your belly a little bit, and it does. It's done to quite a few players that over the years. Whether that's the reason with Mo and Van Dijk, I'm not sure. It's a tough one to come out and say it. You're leaving yourself exposed to when you meet someone because they're not going to agree with you on that one, are they? You know, sometimes subconsciously, that it could happen. Subconsciously, they don't mean to, but they've got a safety valve. They've got a right little, safety patch to sit back on. And they get into that mode thinking, well, I don't have to play now and give that extra 5% to get the contract. I've got it now. But that's subconsciously that might happen. I don't think you do that purposely.
Man City on Sunday. If they win that, then the blip is well and truly over, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. The only thing is we left ourselves the way Arsenal are going. We left ourselves quite a bit to do because you've got to go on a winning streak, a massive unbeaten run, which Liverpool are capable of doing. We've got to find a way, hopefully, of beating these teams that are going to try and bully us, and play a different way. We've got to counteract that with the players we've got and the talent we've got. And hope that Arsenal shit the kicks again. For want of a better word, that's a football saying. And people don't know, they've done it many times before in the past. And if they get a couple of injuries and Arteta knows the pressure he wants and what the Arsenal fans want, what they haven't had for a long, long time. And they're a fairly big club, fairly big club. They've never won the European Cup. That's a big problem of theirs as well. So yeah, there's massive expectations there. And if they get a few injuries and a couple of defeats, you never know. You just never know. So that's why Liverpool just got to keep themselves in with a shout. And Man City will think the same. But the defence, Arsenal defence, and the way they defend is quite exceptional this year. But things happen in football, and that's all that Liverpool can hope for. At this moment in time, I can't see them losing the league. But things happen, and we've just got to hope, that it does. It'll make it interesting at the end in the last couple of months.
Man City, would you say Liverpool would fancy their chances? They're not quite the force they were.
I think the last couple of games, I think we would have gone there last weekend. They might have got us at a good time. But we've reinvented ourselves a bit, and the police back. McAllister is back at his best. Gravenberch superb. Soboslai magnificent. Salah back nearly to his best. Ekitike is a really good player. Gapco's been dangerous all season. Wirtz, he needs a goal and an assist, but he's been playing all right. And the defence have had 2 clean sheets, so that installs exactly what you need into a setup to go to Man City and get a draw or get a win. A draw's not bad. It's not great, but if you walk away from there and you've got a draw, you think, well, that's a good result. Got to kick on now and win the next few games.
Just on Man United, just finally, do you feel like it really feels like they've turned the corner? Not just a win at Anfield. They look a better team all of a sudden, don't they?
I think they've thought they've turned the corner about over the last 10 years, about 5 or 6 times, haven't they? Look, the two players, Cunha and Bueno, are very good. I think they're really good buys, them. Great talent, great strength, great pace, score goals, the two of them. Yeah, I think defensively, still not, they're still not great. Liverpool, we should have beat them. But we let them back in it, and get the 2-1. That's the way where we were at that moment in time. They did all right, to be fair, at Anfield. I thought they defended fairly well, but it's there's still a fair bit of win. Look, if Man United are happy with getting to the Europa Cup next year by finishing sixth or fifth, then that's where they are at the moment. Would they challenge for a European Champions League place? I doubt it. They're not there yet. But I like the manager. I like the way he goes about his business. And he's got a little bit of spark. Liverpool give him a bit of a spark by letting him come to Anfield and snatch defeat later on the way they did, and that does give you belief, and it's given them a belief. But I don't think so. Yeah, but they are better, and they couldn't be any worse. Let's face it, than last year. But they are better, and the striking lads. I don't know about the centre forward too much yet. I'm not seen a lot of them, but certainly the two lads I mentioned are really good players, and they'll add a lot to them.